Hey there, Cancer, and welcome back to Unicorn Tarot for your weekly reading. This is going to be a reading for the week of April 14th through the 20th, and we're going to look at your past, your present, and your near future energies. Also, Cancer, if this reading resonates and you'd like to book a personal reading, all the information on how to do so is available in the description box below. Okay, there's some definitely powerful energies here in the recent past. Some of you may be dealing with a Virgo specifically. Okay, so let's talk about this. The main energy for your reading this week is the Justice. There's definitely a desire here for divine justice, divine balance to be restored. Now, this is through truth. This is through logic. This is through a conversation. This isn't through emotions. This isn't through, an outpour of emotions. It's more logical, more methodical for your higher self, though. In the recent past, this is what's interesting. You get the Tower, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Hermit. Those are all higher self energies, right? Your higher self was definitely at play here. There was a lot of energy coming from the divine. Something definitely took place here, which sent you into a place of introspection. Something shifted, and it shifted very unexpectedly for you. And I feel like you kind of predicted or expected things to be a certain way, go a certain way, feel a certain way. And all of a sudden, it's like Spirit flips the switch on you. And it's like, nope, this does not feel at all the way I thought it would. So I'm not really sure. We'll see what this Tower is about when we clarify. In the current situation, you get the Four of Cups, the Five of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles. There's a little bit of conflict, but this is more internal conflict within yourself. You're unhappy about something here. I don't know what you're unhappy about. We'll see when we clarify. But whatever this unhappiness is, it's breeding conflict within you. You're like, do this? Do I do this? Do I do that? Does this have long-term potential? Does it not? This could have to do with your job, whether, stay at a job, leave a job. This could be a relationship that you've had in your life for quite some time. We'll see when we clarify. In the near future, you get the Devil, the Seven of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands. Sorry, I'm a little bit sick, but you may have a toxic pattern. And again, you or your person, right? Take the energies as they resonate. Somebody here has a toxic pattern of being very in and out, being very unstable, being very hot one day, cold the next. And they're looking at this whole situation. The reason they're in this energy of hot and cold, in and out, is because they don't know if they want to invest their energy into something more consistent, more stable. They don't know what they want. So what I'm seeing here, it's like, one day I want this, the next day I want that. Maybe today I want you, maybe the next day I want another person, kind of all over the place. And this is showing up with the Devil energy tied up to it, which is letting me know that this is probably a pattern that you have going on for quite some time, whether it's with you or with another person. But let's clarify. This is very vague energy. I'm not seeing it. Definitely intense energies, but kind of vague. So let's clarify. Let's see what the Justice is for you as the main energy for your reading this week. Yep. The Justice is clarified by the Three of Wands, the Moon, and the Judgment. You're waiting. You're waiting for this divine balance to be restored between you and somebody else. You're having, in the recent past especially, but I feel like it's also happening in the current situation, there's a very, very deep spiritual awakening going on here for you. You realize something. I don't know what it is. You're not showing me what it is. All I see is that something that's been buried deep, deep within you for quite some time is coming to the surface. It's almost like there's a realization from within you where you're like, I get it now. I understand. So that could be what is being divinely restored, where your higher self, your subconscious, call it whatever you want, is coming to the surface and be like, hey, Cancer, do you get what I'm saying? And you're like, yeah, I get what you're saying. This has been taking some time, though. I feel like this is a process that started a while ago. It's still happening. It's not completed yet, but you're in the middle of it right now. Let's see what this Tower is. I'm dying to clarify that from the beginning. Let's see what the Tower in your recent past is. The Tower is clarified by the Justice, which is the main energy for your reading, the Eight of Cups, and the Ace of Wands. So here's the difficult energy. You want to rekindle something. You have a desire to go back in a certain direction. And when I say rekindle, I don't necessarily mean get back together with this person, love, all that. there's a spark here where it's kind of like your interest is peaked in that direction. And you're like, yeah, I want to go do something about that. I want to go pursue that. I want to go, talk to this person, start a new job, whatever it may be, right? Take it as it resonates. However, you're also showing me that you're not emotionally attached to this. You're not emotionally involved in this anymore. So it's kind of a very weird energy where it's like, well, if you're not emotionally invested in this, if you don't particularly care about this, like your emotions aren't in it, why do you want to go and like start something there? Why do you want to go and rekindle something there? Why do you even want to move in that direction? The reason is because there is divine justice that needs to be restored here. You, like I said at the beginning, this isn't emotional where it's like an outpour of emotion, but divine justice does need to be restored here between you and somebody else. And that's why you're being guided in that direction. Now, I don't really see you moving in that direction, but I do see spirit trying to nudge you in that direction because there's something that needs to be done there. There's something that needs to be resolved there. But I feel like you're not going to actually do it because your heart's not in it. Your emotions just aren't in it. Let's take a look at the Wheel of Fortune for you in the recent past. Wheel of Fortune is clarified by the Six of Wands, the Page of Cups, and the High Priestess. Okay, so your intuition is definitely coming into play here, and I feel like it's guiding you in a very beautiful direction. You're opening up. You have the desire, at least, to open up here, to express emotions, maybe even apologize to this person, because you really want to smooth everything over. Remember how I said, again, it's not that you're completely detached from this, but there's no emotional, not connection. I'm trying to find the right word. It's like there's no emotional attachment here. Like if this person responds, if this person doesn't respond, like it doesn't matter to you, right? You do still care about them, obviously. You do still want things to be good. Like kind of like check that box off and be like, okay, we're good. There's no drama here. But your heart's not fully in it. And again, I do feel like spirit and your intuition is guiding you in this direction, guiding you to do that. And with the Wheel of Fortune, I see you kind of being like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna flow in this direction. I'm gonna see what's that way, right? It's very interesting energy. It's kind of like, okay, I'm gonna go do this because I feel like I need to, because my intuition's guiding me to, and I'm just kind of going with the flow. And yeah, very, very uncommon energy. I don't see this often. Let's take a look at the Hermit for you in the recent past. Two more. Hermit's clarified by the Hermit. Again, Ten of Pentacles, which you get in the same row in the current situation, and the King of Pentacles. Some of you may definitely be dealing with an earth sign, especially a Virgo, or a Taurus, or a Capricorn. But what I'm seeing here, there's a lot of focus going on for you internally about stability, money, your job, your career. That could be the main focus for you here, where this love relationship, or whatever relationship this is, right? It could be a friendship. There is some emotion here. This relationship could have to do in some capacity with your finances. So what I'm seeing here is as you're going through this, there's also an immense shift for you on your stability, on your focus, where it's kind of like, okay, I've taken care of that. Now I can focus on my money. I can focus on my career. I can really invest all my energy in this direction. And I feel like this is coming from deep within you, where you're kind of realizing like, yeah, this is a priority for me right now, at least in the recent past. Let's take a look at the Four of Cups for you and the current situation. Nice. The Four of Cups is clarified by the Ten of Swords, the Sun, the Chariot, which is your energy. Whatever energy of unhappiness, discontent, disappointment in all areas of your life, whatever this is, whatever area you've been experiencing that's coming to an end. That unhappiness and disappointment, gone. And what it's being replaced with is you stepping into your power. Not only that, you're stepping into a very happy energy. The Sun is literally the happiest energy in the deck. So if you're currently going through a bit of a rough patch or something that's very confusing, very difficult, very disappointing, it seems like that's coming to an end very soon. Let's take a look at the Five of Wands for you in the current situation. Five of Wands is clarified by the Two of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, and the Strength. Okay, so here's the conflict that you're experiencing within you. There's a certain clarity that you've gained. Remember I said there's a spiritual awakening that you're going through. As you go through that, you are gaining a lot of insight. You are gaining a lot of clarity about something. As you're gaining that clarity, though, you're also coming to realizations which are a little bit difficult for you to cope with. What do I mean by that? We may think, for example, our whole life that we like chocolate ice cream, right? This is a stupid example, but bear with me, Cancer. We like chocolate ice cream, we like chocolate ice cream, this is what we like. And then all of a sudden, we start, thinking, well, do we actually just like chocolate ice cream or do we just like ice cream? We start trying other things and we're like, oh, maybe I like other flavors too. But my whole identity is tied up to being this one way, only liking chocolate ice cream, right? And so you're realizing, you're like, well, maybe everything that I've been dealing with, everything that I thought I was, my whole, idea of myself isn't actually what I thought it was. There's something about that where there's like confusion here. You're definitely coming to a realization about something that you thought was one way and it's a different way. But this is within you. This isn't like another person showing up and being like, oh, manipulative or lying. No. This is within you. Something about your pattern, something about who you are. You're realizing certain things, possibly traits or possibly behaviors that you have that you don't really like. It's a little difficult for you to look at that. Let's take a look at the Ten of Pentacles for you in the current situation. The Ten of Pentacles is clarified by the Seven of Cups, the Six of Swords, the Eight of Pentacles. So if you were confused about your job, if you were confused about finances, about something pertaining to your money or your stability or anything like that, if there was confusion or a lack of clarity around that, you're leaving that confusion behind. It's like, again, as you're going through the spiritual awakening, something clicks for you. Something starts working all of a sudden. And I feel like that was also the title for your reading last week, where something just clicks and it starts working, it starts moving, it starts rolling in the right direction. This is pertaining to something that has been in your life or has the potential to be in your life for quite some time. And again, I do feel like it has to do with a job or a business opportunity or something like that. But it's like you're done with the confusion. You're done with like, maybe I should do this. Maybe I should do that. Maybe I can dabble in this. No, it's like, I want this. This is one thing. This is the stable thing. And this is what I want to work on. That's really cool. Very decisive energy too. Let's take a look at the Devil for you in the near future. The Devil is clarified by the Nine of Pentacles, the Emperor, and the Queen of Wands. Excuse me. So what I'm seeing here, Cancer, for you is that you are in a very independent energy. I don't see anybody necessarily attached to you here, but I see you feeling very good, feeling very stable, feeling very much like, I got me, I'm all I need, me, myself, and I am perfectly happy about that. But it's not that you don't have options for love. I feel like you realize, like, I'm attractive. People do want me. People gravitate towards me, but I'm just not interested in anybody. I'm just interested in myself right now and focusing on my stability. With the Devil showing up here, that could be a pattern of yours that you have where you become hyper independent, right? Where it's almost like, I don't need anybody, not love, not friends. Like, I can do everything on my own and I can handle everything on my own. And it's like, yeah, you can. But like, why make things more difficult for yourself if you can rely on other people, if you can work with other people, if you can collaborate with other people to get these same results, Because I'm seeing you kind of like on an island right now. And it's an island that you created for yourself in the near future. And you like it there. You're showing me like, I'm happy with this. But with the Devil attached to that, I don't know. I don't know if it's the best to be on that island by yourself. For the Seven of Pentacles in the near future, you get the World, the Seven of Pentacles again, and the Magician. You're definitely manifesting something here, or trying to manifest something when it comes to an ending. I feel like you realize that you've closed one chapter. There is a chapter in your life that has ended, and it's completely done. You're showing me, I want to start a new chapter, a brand new chapter. But I'm manifesting the energy to actually make this happen. So it's almost like you know what you want your reality to look like. You know what you want to bring and attract into your life, but it's kind of hard. It's kind of difficult to bring that, to manifest that. And you're showing me like, I'm manifesting the energy to be able to manifest and create this reality, right? And again, if we're starting a new business, if you're starting a new job, that takes a lot of energy to be able to be successful with that, to have everything up and running, to, really hit the ground running. So that's what you're showing me here. Like, you're asking Spirit to just give you like all the tools and all the energy that you need to make this happen, to have this new chapter happen the way you want it to. Let's take a look at the Knight of Wands for you in the near future. Knight of Wands is clarified by the Knight of Wands again, the Two of Swords, the Page of Swords. something's starting to click here for you. You're definitely in a very passionate energy. It's almost like you're following things that light you up. This could be relationships, this could be a job. There's something here which is like igniting that fire within you. And you're like, yes, I'm willing to invest days, nights, weeks, whatever, in making this happen and really putting my passion and drive towards this. But what you also don't see coming, I feel, is that there's a lot of realizations that you're coming to, that are clicking for you, and you're getting them very, very slowly in the near future. It's almost like, you get it's like, this is a stupid example, but you're reading a book, right? And it's like every day you read a page and you read a page and you read a page, and then by the time you're done with like 10 pages, you kind of have an image forming for you of what's about to happen, where this is going, and so on and so forth. And I feel like in the near future, you don't realize just how many pages you've actually read. Like, you have a lot more tools than I feel like you actually realize, because the way you're showing up here is the Knight of Wands. But what you don't see, you're showing up energetically as the Knight of Wands, but you don't see yourself as that. You see yourself as the Page of Swords, which is somebody that doesn't have all the tools, that's still learning, that's still realizing. When in reality, you've read a lot. You have the tools that you need to go and do and make things happen. So it's very interesting how you don't even realize the power that you're actually in the near future. Let's take a look at what Spirit wants you to keep in mind this week, Cancer. Very interesting reading. I really enjoyed it. From the universe, you get the Two of Pentacles, the Temperance, the Seven of Swords. Whatever frustration, confusion, difficulty you're going through right now, there's a lot of healing surrounding that. You're meant to go through this because this is a healing and transformative process for you. So if you are feeling any of those things right now, just know that this is for your highest good. This is happening for a reason. So Cancer, that is what I have for you. I hope this reading helped. If it did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and make sure to check out your monthly reading up on the channel now. Thanks again for tuning in, Cancer, and I'll see you here next week.